So according to metaphysics, our experience of this reality is not just shaped by the world around us, it's actually influenced by how we perceive the world around us. Okay? Let that sink in, how we perceive the world around us, because so often we tend to get caught up in the idea that we've got to control everything, right? The situations that we find ourselves in, the people and relationships that we interact with every day, and all the outcomes of our actions, we want to control. We want to manipulate, right? But what if I told you that the real power is not in control, but in actually changing the way that we see reality? In other words, changing our perception of reality. Dr. Wayne Dyer, one of my favorite teachers of metaphysics, I think he says it best when he says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Think of it like tuning into a radio station, because believe it or not, we each have our own frequency, our own unique way of experiencing this life. So when we focus and shift from manipulating every outcome to actually observing our experiences with an open mind and an open heart, we can then transform our reality. In other words, letting go of the need to control outcomes, guys, it's so important. When we let go of the need to control outcomes in our lives, it allows us to really clear the clutter of expectation and fear. And instead, we can actually concentrate on how we view the outcomes that we encounter. This shift in perception doesn't just lighten our emotional load, it opens up a world of infinite possibilities. We've really got to take responsibility for our awareness. You got to take responsibility to be mindful, to be observing. Because what we project into this world, whether that's a positive outlook or a willingness to learn or staying positive during challenging times, it all affects our personal frequency and the paths that we create for ourselves. So with all of that said, please remember, it doesn't matter what happens around us. What really matters is how we respond to what's happening around, not react, how we respond to what's happening around us. And I promise you, our reactions and how we respond to the world around us is in direct proportion to what shapes our entire experience of this reality right now. So by adjusting our inner frequency to align more with positivity and growth, we can influence not just our lives, but the lives of those people around us. It's time to let go of the need to control and manipulate. Stop that need to control. It's time we shift our perspective to become the observer of our experiences and really start using this incredible power of choice to shape our reality. And I promise you, the world will be a much brighter place for it, and so will you.